The Battle of Karbala is one of the most profound and tragic events in Islamic history. It took place on the 10th of Muharram, 61 AI, October 10th, 680 AD, in Karbala, present-day Iraq. The event revolves around Hazrat Hussain ibn Ali Ra, the beloved grandson of the Prophet Muhammad, and his sacrifice for justice, truth, and the preservation of Islamic values. Below is a detailed historical narrative of the event of Karbala and the sacrifices of Hazrat Hussain Ra. Background: the rise of Yazid after the death of Muawiyah ibn Abu Sufyan Ra in 60 His son Yazid assumed the caliphate. Yazid demanded bay'ah allegiance from all Muslim leaders, including Hazrat Hussain ibn Ali Ra. Hazrat Hussain Ra refused to give allegiance to Yazid because Yazid was openly corrupt and un-Islamic in his behavior. Accepting his rule would mean legitimizing injustice and tyranny. The caliphate was turning into a dynasty against Islamic principles. Departure from Medina to Makkah, Rajab 60 Realizing the danger to his life in Medina, Hussain Ra, along with his family and a few supporters, left for Makkah. He stayed there during the months of Shaban, Ramadan, and Al-Qa'dah, and during this time he received thousands of letters from the people of Kufa, who promised to support him if he came to lead them. Journey to Kufa. Hazrat Hussain Ra, trusting the people of Kufa, set out with about 72 followers, including his family, women, and children. He sent his cousin, Muslim ibn Aqil, to assess the situation in Kufa. Betrayal in Kufa. At first, Muslim ibn Aqil was warmly received. Soon, Yazid's governor Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad arrived and terrorized the people. Muslim was abandoned, captured, and martyred. Despite knowing of Muslims' martyrdom, Hussain Ra continued his journey, placing his trust in Allah's will. Arrival at Karbala, 2nd Muharram 61 Hazrat Hussein's Ra caravan was intercepted by Yazid's army, led by her Ibn Yazid. He forced them to stop at the desert plains of Karbala, far from water sources like the Euphrates River. Soon, Commander Umar ibn Saud arrived with an army of over 30,000 soldiers and surrounded Hussein's camp. Water cut off. On 7th Muharram, Yazid's forces cut off the water supply to Hussein's camp. For 3 days, the children, women, and men suffered extreme thirst in the scorching desert heat. Despite this, Hussain Ra remained patient and did not submit to Yazid. Night before battle, 9th Muharram Shamigariban, Hussain Ra gathered his companions and gave them permission to leave. He said, "You are free to go. They seek only me. Take advantage of the darkness and save yourselves." But not a single supporter left. All declared their loyalty, saying they would sacrifice their lives before letting him stand alone. The day of Ashura, 10th Muharram morning, Hussain Ra led the Fajr prayer. He prepared his small group for battle. He brought his 6-month-old son, Ali Askar, also known as Abdullah, to the battlefield, asking for water. Instead, an archer shot an arrow that pierced the baby's throat. Hussain Ra buried the infant with his own hands. Battle begins. One by one, Hussein's brave companions went to battle and were martyred, including Ali Akbar Ra, his teenage son, who resembled the Prophet. Abbas ibn Ali Ra, his brother, known as Bab al-Awaj, who went to fetch water but was ambushed and had both arms severed before being martyred. Qasim ibn Hassan, a young nephew. Even young children fought and were martyred. Despite severe thirst and being vastly outnumbered, they fought valiantly. Martyrdom of Hazrat Hussain Ra. By afternoon, only Hazrat Hussain Ra remained. Wounded, bleeding, and exhausted, he continued fighting. Eventually, he was struck by many arrows, swords, and spears. As he fell to the ground, Shimr ibn Vil Jausha brutally beheaded him while he was in Sida prostration. His head was raised on a spear and sent to Yazid in Damascus. Aftermath: the women and children were taken as prisoners, including Zainab bint Ali Ra, his sister, Imam Zainul Abidin Ra, his ill son, the only surviving male. They were paraded from Karbala to Kufa, then to Syria in chains. Despite the pain, Zainab Ra stood strong and delivered powerful speeches, exposing Yazid's tyranny. Legacy of Karbala: Hazrat Hussein's sacrifice became a symbol of resistance against oppression. His stand was not political, but moral and spiritual. He chose death with dignity over life with humiliation. Key lessons from Karbala: stand for truth. Even if you're alone, never compromise your values. Sacrifice for Islam. Hussain Ra gave everything to protect the essence of Islam. Leadership with integrity. True leaders don't seek power. They uphold justice. Strength of women. Sayyidah Zainab Ra played a major role in keeping the mission alive. Patience in suffering. Despite thirst, grief, and pain, they showed unshakable patience. Sabr. Final words of Hazrat Hussain Ra before his martyrdom. He said, "If the religion of Muhammad will not survive except with my death, then, O swords, take me."